Welcome in, everyone. How are we doing tonight? Let's get the sound back on. There we go. Hope everyone's doing well. Nice bluesy start. Chapter 5. Gotta redo the Cleopatra room. Yay. Oh, the cool music cut out. Hopefully this time it doesn't break on me. Give me 1 second. Things got shuffled around wrongly. There we go. Okay, have that. Aw. Zoom. Zoom. Boom, 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 boom. Water. The newest in detergents. Really would have swore I was right there. Beep, boop, beep, boop, beep, boop, boop. Oh. I missed that. Oh, hey, Kitty. Hey, little buddy. Aw. There we go. Yes. Scritching the kitten. Scritching the kitten. Yeah, there you go. I really should be able to pick up more than one thing at a time. Did that actually throw it away? I didn't get anything for it, so I don't know. Let's see. You still looking good? There's money on the table there. Why is there money on the table? I didn't realize the light was off. I mean, that was on. What else? I did it again. Let's see. Red. Red. I need one more red. Bing. Bing. Now for the greens. Gonna be speedrunning through most of what I know about this. Hopefully it doesn't break again. Bing. And that. Hold E to vacuum, dummy. Yum. There's that part. Good morning, all. Good morning for the lightning strike. There we go. How's it going, Rando? How are you this evening? Just want to thank you. Oh, we got fresh sheets. Oh, sheet. I forgot sheets. I'm sheets to the wind. Whoa. Been a long day. Ah, I'm sorry to hear that. For me too, oddly weird day. Like mentally, like my brain just... Whew. Sorry that it was a long day for you, though. Nerves have been bad. Like, do you have, like, where it feels like your nerves are, like, kind of on edge all day, or... Because I'll get that, like, where my nerves are just feels like they're firing off. Yeah. Or was this the darker one? No, this was... I'll take care of you in a minute, cat. Jeez. Son of a... Wait, I probably need to... Yeah, I gotta take care of all these cats, all this stuff all at once. Yeah, I don't... I get like this like keyed up feeling. Like my nerves are like electrified. Now what am I missing? Did I miss some cats? Missed one. But yeah, I get totally what you mean. Like I have days like that too. Today it's just like a tingly electrical feeling. Thought I saw more. Like a storm's coming in, but I know that's not what's happening. I think it's just allergies. Because allergies were kicking my butt yesterday. Ooh, where's the other one? Okay. Oh yeah, these all have to go up. It's E to clean. E to... But it was just here. Why did you throw it outside? Oh, yeah. Examine, put back. Examine, put back. Because they should now be in the lost and found. Bluck, 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 bluck. So far, yeah, it's just us. I'm actually vaguely surprised. But, you know, it's the way it goes sometimes. People have plans. I don't even know if people got the notification. Those who killed themselves will not blah, blah, blah. Now we go down into the Kitty Temple. Meow, meow. And if I remember right, I wasn't supposed to do anything with this. But maybe I was. Guess not. Meow, meow. Hello, girl. Something keeps her from moving. I think someone is fighting for you, Sue. Not everything is lost yet. Go forward, and no matter what, do not look back. Said go forward. Give me a second here. Oh, come on. Let me move. All right, fine. I'll move this instead. Can't cool down like everything's warm. You are alone. Okay, this is probably the way I was supposed to go. Even though it said move forward. Because last time I tried to play, you are a burden to others. I kept walking out into the dunes and I just, yeah, you are a problem.
Don't be shy. Show me what you've got.
Ew.
Turn a little. Yeah, like that. Sell it. Pretend like you like it. Oh, loves a liar. Oh, yeah. Work for your money. Oh, yeah.
Oh my god.
I have wasted my time on you. You're a terrible actress. And you know what? I'm sick of you. Grab your stuff and get out of my apartment.
You get that internal heat, like it just, you won't cool off.
Please, don't leave me like this. If you can't hear me, just stay. Come back.
No, I'm not supposed to turn
If you
around.
wake up and you hate me, I'll take it. Just wake up, Sue, please.
Wait, are we dead? Okay, can't go that way. Am I supposed to be doing? Yeah. Something? What am I supposed to be doing? Okay, well, that's useless. Do I turn around and leave? I'm confused. Normally there's like a TV or something that shows me I'm done. Why does it keep breaking here? Or it feels like it's breaking. I don't know. I walked all that way. And then it just stops.
Hey, Sue. It's me, Allie. I don't know if you can hear me, but I'm here. I'm sorry, Sue. I've rehearsed that sentence 1,000 times, and I still can't get it right. I should have called. I should have come. But I got that role, and I had to become my whole world.
Maybe that was what I needed to do? Like now can I do whatever I need to in the quote-unquote temple? Nobody loves you. It would be better if you die. Never. I'll survive just to piss you off. I live on spite. You live on bile. Or something. Something equally as edgy and witty. Now you're there. You don't have to stay here. Your bus hasn't left yet. But the Lady of Flies may break free at any moment. And she will be furious. She will come for you. You must seal every wound through which she seeps into your world. And then find Teddy. He is the final key. Because when my eyes finally close, yours will be open. Room 6. Okay. Yeah, it's that sticky heat that just doesn't want to go away. See, plants. Where's my cart? Where did you throw my cart this time? Fine. But is there How many more plants? I need one more plant. Zoom. Yes, I know. I have. And now hang toilet paper and the yellow. Where the hell did my cart go? Because I would have. Oh, there it is. I think. They put it by the next door. Wasn't ready for that yet. I still have work to do. I don't care about anything more. I just want to pay off the rent. Wait, it reset my photos? Ugh. Well, I'm not going to go back and... First, let's get the one in the bathroom. There's always one in the bathroom. I also feel kind of like mildly dizzy. So I think it's like a sinus pressure change that's got me all wonky today. There we go. Lavender, I don't know. And I most likely need, wait. It's down below anyway. Might as well grab the cart. Or I don't know what color to use. And again, in one of the Creepy Shift games, it feels like they forgot some of the mechanics. Oh, you're not a black cat. Like, you're supposed to be doing stuff, and then it just stops. Like certain things, like the gum scraper. Like I just used it again, but like I can't remember the last room I used it in. And a new rule. Heal your wounds with objects that glow red and carry great power. You will find the wounds by using the compass. Hurry, she will take advantage of every misstep. Okay. ICU is for those already standing with one foot on the other side. So this is my room? Okay. Okay. So this will be interesting. The ladies of fly silenced within you necessary. Okay. The Lady of Flies watched over her life, cackling and rubbing her hands. Yet, when she stood above the bath, there was no one there. The flies buzzed. The Lady of Flies is furious, for the little one still dares to strive. All right, see you soon. The girl would patch the hole. Tell me, will she have the strength to survive? Okay. Sometimes it's better not to see, not to hear, not to know. I rarely listen to reason because I fear boredom more than trouble. A fool asks a wise man, is wisdom worth much? Oh yes, it's worth a lot. But for a taste of foolish bliss, I'd give it up without a thought. I'm like a puzzle piece that fits better on a slice of pizza than into your vision. What? If you think I'm quiet, you should hear the chaos in my head. Ooh, edgy. I like the cocktails with a little umbrella, and the umbrella after the cocktail. Okay. It's probably logical that not everyone in life is guided by logic. I prefer ideals. I need to be at peace with myself. I need to be authentic. It's a pity my soul updates several times a day. If you have an old soul, mine remembers the Stone Age. I don't want to be saved, I want to be understood. Okay. Strange photo. Okay. Andrew Toxic. Born to be a star. Acting school. This certificate is awarded with the highest honors to Susan Doe for exceptional talent and the determination to keep refining it. We wish you great success in your professional career. May the light of your star shine on the greatest stages in the world. Yeah, I figured it need a key. Am I still cleaning? No? Okay, so... Try a sponge? Yes, SOS, light bulb, guitar, photo. Wasn't there supposed to be... Okay, the film reel is in room 6. That is not how you take out light bulbs. Well, that gave me a little bit of a thrill. I mean, not like it scared me, but it was just like that feeling of a little bit of a thrill. Don't know how else to describe that. It's a light... Irritating. Irritating. New light bulb. Why was there a trash one? Oh, I see. Ah, stop it right now. What? So I got that one. Wait. Yeah. Yes, yes, you're very scary. It's easier when you know, jump scare me so much that like the little things like that aren't such a big deal. The swing set. So I almost got it accidentally the first time. I'm in the hospital. Did I get them all? Okay, so I'm in the hospital. Interesting.
I'm right behind you.
What? Okay, on the stuff. But why is it ungrateful to try and heal myself? To fix my issues? Huh? Patient still has not regained consciousness, vital signs stable. She is regularly visited by her employer, Mr. Joe, and a school friend. We are searching for her family, so far without success. Okay, so Uncle Joe is her... Got it. For the night shift, Mr. Joe... What? Insisted on visiting with a cat. He claimed it might help as he had seen a documentary about it. We agreed for the sake of keeping peace. He was very agitated. Patient found unresponsive on arrival, multiple lacerations, both wrists, self-inflicted, significant blood loss prior to administration. Patient stabilized, no verbal response, pupils reactive. Okay. So what was this one? Okay, well... Okay. What you went through was not your fault. Your childhood was taken from you. Your imagination is a gift. Your creativity is a strength. Do what you love. Welcome back, Ninetails. I totally understand the need for Where's the drums? Oh, there's the drum. Okay, so blue, wood, drum, blue, drum. Microphone.
I see what you've become. And I love it.
Of course you'd say that.
You've been hit by,
You've been struck by a truck. Welcome in, Infinite. Or however long you've been here. No, this way. Oh, right here. Suck it up. Nobody's got here. Oh, no problem. We're just probably going to be finishing up Uncle Joe's here pretty quick. Well, maybe not pretty quick, but... Well, at least I got back here.
Stop fighting, Sue.
I will fight however long I want to. I have nowhere to go, and yet the days keep grinding on. I scrubbed the motel clean. What a pity I can't cleanse my soul. I choose the world of imagination. I choose a beach forest washed in autumn light. There will be a ginger cat, its eyes 2 sparks at night. There will be hot tea, my books, and a wool sweater too. Case I don't see ya, I wish I was here, Sue. Why do these always have to drop down to, you know, trauma rather than... I don't know. I feel like there's better ways to go about this. You know, maybe it's just me, but independent video games shouldn't be where you go to process your trauma. And I get it that these are supposed to be, it is poetic for a suicide note. Because that's apparently what we did. Right? You know, that's kind of the thing, isn't it?
The world isn't waiting for you. Stop fighting, Sue.
This room? No. Which one was the... Oh, it's upstairs. That's right. The movie room was upstairs. Really? Oh my God. No? Okay, it's not here. What am I missing? What am I missing? It's pointing me. No? No problem. Yeah, this was the music one, not the movie one. There we are. I'm healing the wounds, you Lord of Flies, Queen of Flies.
You were supposed to be mine. Mine.
It's okay, Beelzebub. The tape. I plan on putting the tape in the projector. Yes. Oh, there's Teddy. Find and assemble all 4 pieces of the mysterious object.
Today is my birthday. We're going to the mountains. Mommy says we'll sleep at Uncle Joe's motel. And this is my Teddy. He's
That looks like a
so
cat.
soft and squishy. Daddy said I could bring him, but he got really mad 'cause Teddy pooped in the car.
Oh.
Teddy, it's gonna be okay.
No, 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 no. No, 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 no.
Hey, Mr. Joe, you said you remembered something about that little girl.
Yeah? She came here with a little kitten. A few days after they left, I found him in the woods in a sack.
Is the cat still...
Bad luck doesn't die easy. That little bastard's gotta be 20 by now. My ginger boy Finn. He sleeps in my office. You've definitely seen him. He's really friendly. Was that helpful?
more than anything else in my life?
So, Teddy. Here, Teddy. Hey, buddy. Teddy, I missed you so terribly. Yeah, right? Without you, the world lost all its colors. What's up, Green Jeans? Yes, Ghost Cat, our Gingy boy. But that's over now. No more black and white. With you beside me, I will finally be able to fall asleep. Oh, 2 hours of sleep last night? Really should work on that. Nothing is that important. Hold them close to your heart, Sue. And remember me when you no longer dream. I'm not supposed to put the cat. Okay, I am. There you go. Hold dust, kitty. Yeah, nothing in... I had a dream. Oh.
It was scary and weird, but I really needed it. I went to the motel to clean rooms after the guests. Only it turned out I was cleaning up my own life. There were places I'd pushed out of my mind. things I don't want to remember. I'd swept all that mess under the rug and spent years pretending it was gone.
Which too many of us do.
And there was this little girl. She had been waiting for me the whole time.
Yes, our inner child.
And she asked me to find her teddy. It
Everybody says hi, Green Jeans.
wasn't easy. Every step of it hurt. And then I realized he had been nearby all along. But she led me through it so that before I found him, I found the strength to keep living.
Okay, I lied. Infinite says hi. I just assume that everybody else says hi. Thanks to you, Sue managed to wake up. Sue won't mind if you stay in her bed a little longer and finish cleaning up. When you're ready, head to the bus. I don't think I have much left to do. I mean, other than the random stuff around here. Yeah, like I said, I figured everybody else. So, EXO says hi too. I'm pretty sure I finished everything. Too many times menial work can actually work to help us put our own self in order. I know that sounds stupid, but some stuff is just so easy. Oh, suck a toe. What? Oh, I'm like, what? I got an F? Why did I get an F? I think I did pretty good. Well, that sucks. Is it just being around people again? You know, in work? So... Okay. How do I exit the game? Oh. Oh, I missed this. Sometimes we swallow a fly. Sometimes we don't even know how or when. We let spiders inside us and they numb us and quietly plunder the soul. Blue birds appear and disappear. Sometimes they lift our sense of self. Sometimes they don't come at all. No matter where it pushes us, there is always a chance to wake up and begin again. The night shift team thanks you for playing. Want more dark assignments? Get in touch with us. Yes. Okay, now I got the friggin'... Okay. So we did well. It's the heat, you think? Had a bit of chest pain and stuff. Okay. Right. Like, I don't want to be like that guy, but I love and hate how most indie games have become, you know, oh, let's explore our trauma. Why are they becoming, you know, the therapy sessions? I mean, every once in a while, that's fine. But like almost every horror game, they forget that they're supposed to like put something more, so you have to look for it. and not make it be the point of the game. You're supposed to shroud it in entertainment so it hits us later. If you understand what I mean. Welcome back, Greenie. I didn't even see you. I didn't even know you left. Sorry. You know, and well, I appreciate a good, you know, trauma investigation. It's like, well, you take Terminator 2 Judgment Day, something that I'm fairly familiar with. On the surface, Terminator 2 is literally about the end of the world. Simple as that. It's about the end of the world. AI takes over, blah, blah, blah. But on the subsurface, it can also be about our anxieties and how, much like the Terminator, they may not be faster than us, but they always catch up because every time we turn around and we think we've got them beat, here they are, just step behind. You know, I mean, you can turn just about any story into a therapy session if you think about it. I mean, there is so much. I mean, the Marvel movies, you know, with Thanos, you know, it's like, I am inevitable. Thanos means death. You know, you could say that it's our anxiety about death and the fact that he killed half the universe. It's like, well, at the end of your life, you know, when you're in between your 70s and 80s, you're going to lose half your friends. Half the people you know are going to pass on because there's just going to be some people that die before you. So death is inevitable and it will take you. I mean, and then, you know, you have Tony Stark at the end giving his life. I think the analogy makes itself. You don't have to make it so obvious. Not everyone gets the Golden Girls treatment. That is very true. But you get what I mean. You know, I mean, it's like, you don't have to make it so obvious. I don't know how else to put that. Then make up your own copyright monsters, Green Jeans. Sorry, Green Jeans says because they're running out of non-copyright monsters. You just make up new ones. I mean, any combination of words can be made into a villain. I mean, for God's sakes, there was a successful horror franchise called The Candyman. Like, on its surface, that seems like a dumb name for a horror movie. But it was actually pretty good. Because it had, I mean, Jeepers Creepers. Like, I mean... Oh, yeah, yeah. I watched his last film the other night, though. Final Destination, Bloodlines. It was good. And I like the fact that his final words in cinema is you can do what you want. I'm done with this shit, if I remember correctly. As he walked out. Oh, I would get a thrill too, yeah. I mean, if I use jitter. But I don't know, you know, it's just one of those things that as much as I like horror game, I'm sure he did. Well, because he also knew that, I mean, he knew he was dying, if I remember correctly. He had to convince them and tell them it was okay, that he was okay filming. Yeah, okay, I was going to say, I'm pretty sure that it wasn't them convincing him to come back. He's like, no, I want to finish this. But I'm going to run the ad. I'll be back in 5. I don't know what I'm going to do. I don't know if I'm going to start another game or if I'm just going to sit here and talk to you guys. We'll figure it out. I guess, you know, talk amongst yourselves, see what you want me to do. And that's if Exo's still awake, because, girl, you need to sleep. It's okay. I appreciate you being here, but go to sleep. That is not good for you. It lowers your immune system. It means you'll get sick. Not only that, but if I remember right, you know, you're trying to do some very, you're trying to do some very bunch of things in college with your brain. Do some research on what happens to your brain on sleep deprivation. And the longer and more times you go without, you know, with lack of sleep, not just no sleep, but, you know, reduced sleep. Geomancy is what you're trying to say? A geomancy cult? Classy noir film detective trying to find a woman trapped in a geomancy cult. George, I'm sorry. I know that your phone kept trying to autocorrect, and that is hilarious. In a Germany cult. George Manny, geomancy. Sorry, Green Jeans. That's hilarious. I know it was your phone and not you. But yeah, lack of sleep can actually shrink your brain. It can actually not just reduce your ability to fight infections or, you know, your immune system, but it can actually reduce the size of your brain, reduce your cognitive function. And that's just on 6 hours or less of sleep a night. So on 2 hours, even though, I mean, you would have to do it consistently for it to be a permanent damage, but it does do permanent damage after time. It's amazing I have a brain left because in my late teens, early 20s, I would go 2 or 3 days without sleep and then pass out. Like that was my normal. If it wasn't for my wife, I probably would have never got my sleep on schedule. Also found out that I was in my youth naturally a night person. So I actually slept better in the day with like light. But anyway, I'm going to run the ad. I'll be right back. And I'm back. The brain can heal itself over time, not from sleep deprivation if it goes too long. To be perfectly honest. It can, depending on how long, is the best I can tell you. But it's a long time. And there will be parts that will not be the same after. It's like getting a head injury. Over time, yeah, your brain will be better, but different pathways will be made. It can literally change your personality. And good night, XO. I'm probably too late, but I'm going to say it anyway. Hi, babies. Sorry, Ash was wanting attention. So, did we want to start a new game tonight or just yap? Because I really don't know. I don't even know what I have on to play. Do I have anything short? I don't know. I mean, I know it's my job to entertain. You know, that's part of the contract here is for me to tell you what I'm doing. But I don't know. Sometimes it's hard for me to decide because I don't like today has just been a weird day for me. So I don't even know what's better. Yeah, it has. It has been a real Thursday. I will say that. Oh, and is Ninetales still around? I don't know if Ninetales is still in or not. If so, I did grab that game Maze. See, I didn't wake up with a headache. Like, I woke up this morning. Okay. Well, I bought that game Maze that he was suggesting with my last Twitch paycheck. So I might play that before we get into like another series, like do something a little lighter and goofier. But I do have I actually have quite a few new games. And I bought Radio Light, but I know that Simply was planning on playing that. And I didn't necessarily want to take that before he plays. And I mean, I know we don't have a whole lot of overlap, but still, it's one of those things. It's like, I try to be considered. It's like why I picked Beyond Two Souls, even though I really wanted to play Detroit Become Human because Ghost had just played it. You know, but like Simply plays it. I might wait a few weeks or a month and then play it. But I think the next one I'm going to play is a cutesy game called Duck Detective. But I'm going to try and play that when EXO is going to be around. Because like I said, it's a cutesy detective game. I don't know. I thought it might be fun. Because I don't like... It's either that or else I could do Rewind 99, which is you run basically a video store, a VHS rental store in 1999. I have no real idea what it is, but it looked cool. And it was really cheap when I bought it, so I bought it. Technically, the wife bought it, I should say. She grabbed a bunch of stuff off of my wish list. And I don't know. I didn't know if you guys were thinking about like horror games or what. Yeah, why do? Okay, the funny thing is I actually worked at a video store, like actually at a video rental store in 98, 99. So, I mean, yes, the wife is a real one. DuckTales. Yeah, Green Jeans. It's kind of DuckTale. It's Duck Detective. You're like, it's a noir detective game where you're trying to figure out clues and all of that to figure out who done it. I think Greenie dropped off. Oh, hey, what's up, Ninetails? I was just saying that I did buy that game Maze that you had suggested. So at some point in the near future, we're going to be playing it. I take it your computer was being goofy because it was saying that you weren't here. It's still saying you're not here. Yeah. Yes, Duck Detective is going to be more comedy than anything. I thought that might be fun. Maze is supposed to be comedy, but also kind of like a dark comedy, which I thought might be fun. You know, just stuff like that. You know, it's like 17-second delay. Is that what's going on? YouTube baffles me. Of any of them, they should have some of the best like fidelity on their stream. Like, I mean, Green Jeans, it's literally telling me that you're not here. Or no. Somebody else dropped off. Okay, never mind. Oh, 17-second is huge. And you'd think YouTube would have a better, you know, at least be on par with Twitch. Tiny screen, can't fix it. Like, I don't know. It's so weird to me that YouTube can't do live streaming properly. Like, is that just me? Or, I mean, especially since a lot of people are switching over to YouTube live streaming. And I put it on low latency, so it should have very little delay. But apparently, you know, I'm getting huge delays. So, I mean, is it just because I'm a small creator on YouTube that it doesn't matter? Like, I'm watching, you know, my stream health on YouTube and it says it's excellent. Like, I have no problem. But for some reason, you know, it's a huge delay. We're talking like on my end, it's like almost 5 seconds between what I'm seeing on OBS to what I'm seeing on YouTube. So I can only imagine what it is to the viewers. So it's like I'm reacting to chat over here and over here, and Twitch is almost live. Like, I might have a few seconds of delay at most. But on YouTube, I mean, like, I can actually watch, you know, like when Green Jeans is sitting here commenting, I can tell how far back that was. It's so weird to me. But yeah, anyway, you know, I mean, I don't think I have any short games that I could just pop in. I don't know. You know, I mean, it's hard for me to think about what to do because I like playing everything. I'm more curious about what you guys want to watch, if that makes sense. You know, and I like what you're in the mood for, I think, is that more accurate. Like, I also have the newest Midnight Scenes, which isn't going to be a huge long game, but it's going to be longer than an hour. Like, I wasn't expecting Deep Sleep. Actually, that's probably one I'm going to finish next is Deep Sleep on Mondays and Tuesdays. And then like on Thursday, I don't know what I'm going to start. Oh yeah, I think I said it, Duck Detective or Maze. I think we might do Maze first for next Thursday. Because I don't think it's going to be super long, but it's going to be a nice little goofy horror change. And then we can switch over to like Duck Detective. Because I'm going to be honest, I was actually kind of disappointed with... okay. I'm going to be honest, I was kind of disappointed with Creepy Shift, this one. It wasn't bad, but it was just more of the same. Like, I really liked the Haunted House Flipper. That was like the perfect balance, and that was a lot of fun. And then, you know, it was goofy. But then, you know, playing the Roadside Diner, it was like... This one felt more like the Roadside Diner with some of the mechanics of the Haunted House Flipper one. And I would have rather had more of the story like the Haunted House Flipper, because isn't that the one where you got abducted by aliens? And yes, welcome back in, Green Jeans. You know, and you had that goofy, like, Doom-esque final, like, run through where you're blasting the aliens. Like, that was kind of fun. Whereas Uncle Joe's was like, yeah, it's okay, but I didn't really feel like I was participating in the story. I felt more like they were telling me the story. Like, nothing I did affected the story. And it's one of the things that I don't really like about some modern games is that you're just doing a walking simulator and nothing you really do affects the story. Or, I mean, in some of them, you can't even die. You know, it's like you don't really have a choice. It's not a game. It's a story. You know, I think that's why I really like Scarlet Hollow, because not only is it a story, you're interacting with the story. Like you make things happen. You change it up. There's a lot that can go on, which I really hope it's not as long between episodes this time around, but I also understand it because it's all hand drawn. Because I didn't pick it up. I mean, I think they started making that game 5 years ago. Something like that. Well, I'm glad you're starting to feel better, Ninetails. That's good. I guess I'm just going to sit here and, flap my gums for a while, if that's okay with everyone. So anything on your guys' minds? I've actually played Quarry on stream last year, give or take. Actually, I think I started that one right before Halloween. Which probably means that you were heavy into college and probably weren't popping in as often. Little Miss Fortune I've heard of. I haven't played it yet. I have, oh no, that's fine. Like I said, you were probably hot and heavy into college. Also, if I remember right, you were babysitting a lot. So you may have missed that game. And I might do a nostalgia tour this October and grab like the Quarry, even though I get demonetized to hell on YouTube for it. But I might do like games like the, classic spooky, scary games. Oh, that's cool. What kind of workshop? Is it for making your LARP gear, or are you thinking about getting into woodworking, metalwork? Because you don't actually need a forge for metalwork if you have the right materials otherwise. A forge is better, but, well, unless you want to use induction forging, which you have to be real careful with that. But if you can get it set up properly, it works pretty well. Or is it just going to be like a general workshop? Out of curiosity, Green Jeans. Oh, but Infinite, I also have Fran Bo, I think is what it is. Which is another one I'm kind of saving for, like, leading into spooky season. And I thought, over summer I'd play something a little bit lighter, like Duck Detective, like Maze. LARP gear, nice. I mean, especially like right now where a lot of my audience is in college or having to be hot and heavy with work. Yeah, Little Misfortune is also one of the ones I plan on. Yeah, exactly. Sewing, foam crafting, special props here and there. That's going to be cool. To be perfectly honest, I think that would be really cool. I've always wanted a place where I could do something like that. Because I remember growing up, we had a garage in a place we rented. So we could get away with doing some stuff, but not as much as I would have liked to have done. And I think that's actually really a shame of, why more and more people are ending up in like apartments and stuff like that. You have less space to create. I mean, if I had the money in the space of like a garage, I'd probably have a 3D printer hooked up to, just a basic laptop, because you don't need a whole lot of processing power for 3D printers, because they do a lot of it themselves and it's just basic CAD drafting. So, I mean, I don't know. I don't like the way things are going with how isolated we're getting while living in large, apartment complexes, or like what I live in is like a duplex community, because there's not a whole lot you can do with the space. There's some, but there's not a whole lot. And well, yeah, I mean, the space I have isn't useful for doing stuff like that. Like, I actually have plans on turning the one of the spare bedrooms into like a home gym. Very basic, nothing like, like free weights or anything, just basic calisthenic like Nautilus gear, like the really space saving, it's not really for strength training, it's just to keep yourself, physically fit. Plan on getting a cycle and a punching bag and putting that in the spare bedroom, which I still have one spare bedroom that's the cat's room for guests. But I mean, but that just also really depends on what happens over the next year. I mean, the wife's work is always changing, so who knows? I don't know. I mean, it's hard guessing what people want from me. If I understand, if I can explain myself correctly. It's hard guessing like what kind of games people want me to play or stuff like that. It's like, because like with the Deep Sleep trilogy or Deep Sleep Labyrinth, I think the same number of people show up, but they don't interact as much. So it's hard to tell if people actually like it or if they're just showing up, if that makes sense. So again, not really sure what's going on. And I mean, I'm still trying to find my footing as being a streamer. What people want from me versus what I'm willing to do. Which, when it comes to video games, I'm willing to play just about any video game. I love playing video games. That's fine. But I also like to mix it up for the audience so that they don't get too worn out. I don't know, it was like the Borderlands playthrough, people kind of burned out on it, so I stopped doing that so much. And I'll probably do it again. Okay. So going back to Deep Sleep and finishing that off would be fine. Cool. Well, and see, that's the hard part, is like, are people being quiet because they're just sitting there watching and like, you can't really think of what to say? Or am I just now background noise because they're occupying themselves with something else? Which, if that's the case, that's fine. I don't really care if people use me as background noise. In fact, that's kind of a feather in my cap. To me, it's kind of like a compliment, because I wouldn't think of my voice as being very soothing or good to have in the background, because maybe the microphone and audio equipment does a lot to level out my sound, but I know that in real life, people have a hard time ignoring me. Oh, that's fine, Ninetales. Like, again, I know that people have lives, and so when they show up, I really appreciate it. I really like it. But because I'm so new, I'm not so confident in what I'm doing. So, I mean, I assume when somebody says, I have nothing of value to add, it doesn't really matter to them. They're staying for me, not staying for the game. They don't really care what kind of game. They're just here because I'm entertaining no matter what I'm doing. Correct me if I'm wrong. We kind of finished Blueprints. We did beat the game, so to speak. And you're right. I have thought about starting back up Blueprints and like just starting with a clean slate and doing it all over again. Because that one was fun, and I still think I still like that game, but also finding out how involved. Exactly. That's kind of what I figured. Ninetales is that you hear it's not necessarily a game. But Blueprints, how involved that one is. But I think I'm actually to the point of just like restarting a fresh game, playing the game, and just having fun with it. Like understanding that the puzzles are there. Stuff like that. But I mean, reading up on how involved some of those puzzles were. Holy crap. There is a lot going on. Like, a lot of it is RNG, too. What's up, Simply? First time. Woohoo. Glad to see you in here. Well, thank you. Funnily enough, I was just kind of talking about you. Because I knew that you were planning on doing Radio Light sometime in the future. And I didn't know when you were planning that because I didn't want us to be playing the game at the same time. But yeah, I mean, already decided that I'm going to be switching it up with like a horror comedy game called Maze next. And then doing a... another game called Duck Detective, which is just a cute little goofy game. Noir Duck Detective, because I love noir. Cool. Well, I'm here for that. And again, I didn't really want to overlap, even though I know that there's quite a bit of our audience that overlaps, but not all of it. But still, I didn't want to. If you were planning on doing it in the future, I have other games I can play. I can save that one for later. In fact, I might save that one till like towards the end of summer, because that feels like a fall game to me, for me, not necessarily for you. But I'm also looking forward to watching, you play it. No, I have plenty of games also. Like I was saying, the wife just bought me like $100 worth of games off of my wish list. Just surprised me with it one day. Hey, bro, she has the money. She earns most of the money. I ain't saying shit about her money. Bro, I wouldn't have half the equipment I have if it wasn't for my wife, who just decides to surprise me with stuff. Like, I am, what is the term? A kept man? Of course, I take good care of her. That's the trade-off is that I take care of her. I mean, I don't even know how to describe it. Just like, because she's diabetic. So I have woke up 2, 3 o'clock. Well, sometimes I wasn't, asleep. I just get a funny feeling. And so I go check on her and her blood sugar has crashed and she's literally just not there. I don't know how else to describe it. If you've never dealt with somebody in low blood sugar that's sitting there seizing. Yeah, it's not fun. So yeah, a lot of taking care of her that way, but also just, I don't know. We've been together. Well, my wife's had it since she was 11. I've spent more time with a diabetic over half my life taking care of her. I mean, she does a good job of taking care of herself. Please understand. I'm not saying that, but yeah. My dad had type 2. And he wouldn't listen to my wife, who had literally had it longer than he had. We tried to help him and he just wouldn't listen. Trying to tell a diabetic that regular diet soda is still not good for you. Like, now that the zeros are out, that's a huge difference. But like a diet soda, yeah, but diet soda still has half the sugar. And it's still corn syrup. That, and also the kind of fake sugar in a diet soda, still spikes your blood sugar even though it's not working properly. And that means your insulin's not going to work properly. Yeah. Trying to tell my dad that he would have been better off just drinking regular soda than diet. I still do my zeros, but I only have at most 2 a day. Well, not at most. On average, I have 1 a day, but some days I'll have like 2. Weekends, I might have 3. It depends on if it's like, if we get pizza, you're damn skippy, I'm having a soda with pizza. And I've never had a liquid death. Maybe I should try it. But it also depends, because I can't have corn syrup. You want to see me go a little nuts? Give me corn syrup. But if it's like no corn syrup, okay, I'll have to check them out. Oh, then I can't have it. Stevia messes with me and I don't know what it is. The few times, like agave is fine. But the stevia, the few times I've tried sodas with, or not sodas, but like that sweetened, it makes my head feel hollow. And I don't know how else to describe that. Like it's kind of like on a balloon over here. I'm not like centered, which is entirely possible. Fake sugars, like, I've never been able to drink diet. So funny story, when I was a kid, I still love Dr. Pepper. And we got a bunch of diet Dr. Pepper. And my parents went off to Reno for the weekend because we were living in Winnemucca, which is 2 hours away from Reno. And this is when, the time when you could leave your kids for a weekend at home when they're, 11, 12 years old. Well, my sister was 15, 16. And I didn't know what she was doing, to be perfectly honest. I know that she took off with her friends and left me at home alone. So I was fine with that because it was fight night. And we happened to have like one of those times where, HBO was free. Yeah, agave is good. And so I'm sitting there drinking, like, I think I had 2 or 3 Diet Dr. Peppers over the night. And at one point, I see our dog, which, I mean, keep in mind that she's smaller than our current cat, the dog that we had at this time, little Holly. I see her walk by the windows. Cool. If I remember right, it was stevia that bothers me. But because I think it was either NutraSweet or it was aspartame that really screws me up. But NutraSweet's pretty bad too. Those two specifically really mess me up when they were combined with corn syrup, I guess. True. But I mean, in that case, I mean, so is Digitalis. And in moderation, you're right, it won't kill you, but it'll still partially numb you. Um, I mean, arsenic's natural. But anyway, I watched our dog walk by the windows, which why this is funny is because the windows are 4 feet off the ground. And our dog was smaller than our cat, than my cat right now. I mean, like literally she stood about that tall. So there's no way that that could have been the dog walking by the windows, especially since she was sitting next to me on the couch. I just played it off like, okay, I probably just misunderstood what I saw out of the corner of my eye. Well, after a little bit, I went to the fridge to get another Diet Dr. Pepper. It wasn't stevia. NutraSweet and aspartame make me high. I start to hallucinate. Stevia just makes my head feel hollow. But yeah, if I ever want to, fake like I'm having LSD, I'll just go do a line of Equal. Because, yeah. True that. I don't touch them. And I mean, I went to the fridge to get another Diet Dr. Pepper, started coming back, and I looked out those same windows, and there was a rampaging horde of barbarians coming towards the windows. Now, thankfully, I was in my right mind enough to know that that was completely wrong and that I was hallucinating. But I will tell you to this day, that shit looked real. Just like, I don't even know how to describe it. It was like a mix of, like what you think of as like Mongol warriors and Vikings and all of that, movie level hordes of barbarians, just coming straight for the windows. And I'm just like, yeah, something wrong with that. So I had to go get my sister because I knew that she took at least some of the soda and I thought maybe the soda was bad. I didn't connect that it was probably the fake sugar in it, that it was just me. But yeah, I went and got her and come to find out she was getting drunk. And so it was lucky I did that. Oh, that's good. That's good. See, and that's me with the 0 sugars, because I also don't have so much and I drink mostly water now. It works great. I'm really happy with the changes to my diet, like taking out most of the processed foods. I mean, like today I had salad and fish. That was my dinner. Valid. Well, see, if I get like a pizza, I might have an extra soda that day. Because to me, pizza and soda go hand in hand. And I really want them to bring back those old Pizza Huts. Yeah, gotta. Absolutely. And I'm actually been thinking about, even cutting out the 0 sugars and just getting myself a soda stream again. Because for several years I had that. Right. Well, they also need to bring back those crappy red glasses. They need to bring back the salad bar, and they need to actually see, okay, I'm going to talk about this for probably the next 15 minutes. I am so pissed off at restaurants, and those are the best cups in the world. You can drop them 4 or 5 times and they do not break. And they make the coolest sound when they're bouncing across the floor. And everybody knows, who's ever dropped one knows the sound I'm talking about. But I'm so mad at the hostile architecture that they are practicing in restaurants now. Yes. And what I mean by that is that they are making restaurants less comfortable. Like, I remember not even that long ago where you go to a Denny's and you have a booth with the vinyl seating and the kind of spongy seats, and they're comfortable. You could sit there for an hour or so talking with your family over a meal, and, you know, you digested enough so you can buy a dessert. You know, so you're not so full. Well, now, you know, they put that super thin padding over hard wood, so you're uncomfortable. You know, I mean, you sit down at McDonald's and that plastic is hard as a rock. Or they're using this stupid bar furniture, which is that hard wood that isn't planed at all, or not planed, but shaped at all to be comfortable. It's just flat. So, you know, you can't sit there for long. Your body just won't let you. Ooh, nice. See, that's perfect. I miss restaurants like that, and there's not that many. There's one here that the wife found called the Cotton Patch, and that one was really good. I really like that. Cotton Patch is also a chain. At least the one we had here in Waco is really good. I liked the food, and I'm a big guy. I love Chili's. I don't care if people gave it such a bad name, whatnot. Man, Chili's was good. I remember when Applebee's was good. Chili's, oh man. See, and Chili's always kills me because at least the Chili's on the West Coast, I'm not so sure about where we are here. They used to serve their chips and queso dip. And it was so good. San Antonio has good ones? Okay. I got to see if I can find one around here. Oh, good. See, because the tortilla chips are made from corn, and I'm not supposed to have corn, but because I haven't eaten as much, I can handle a little bit. So if I end up going to a Chili's, I'm getting the chips and queso. Because yeah, like you said, it slaps. It's good. I don't know what else to say. I mean, to me, you know, it's like that'd be like going to a Mexican restaurant and not getting the chips and salsa. Like, just make sure I have coffee to help push that through. It doesn't hit me as hard. Oh. See, I've still never had chicken and waffles, and I got to try it sometime. But I have to wait until it's just me. Okay, so every time I've thought about it, I know, okay, hear me out. Every time I've thought about, we've gone to a place that had it. I've contemplated it, but I also know my wife she has a different form of autism than me, and her autism is food combos. It would gross her out. Because to her, waffles have to be sweet because that's how she grew up. You know, and so I want to try it. But for her, for me, not to do it, it's literally, yes. Exactly. I will go get chicken and waffles anytime, simply. There's just so many things that, you know, my wife doesn't do because I don't do it. She doesn't, you know, like, okay, simply just to give you an idea, my wife, because she was diabetic for so long. Oh, hey, I will eat them the traditional way. You tell me how I'm supposed to be served. I am willing to try any food at least once. But like my wife grew up on the conversion tables for diabetics. So she would regularly eat peanut butter and mozzarella sandwiches. Yeah. because it's carbohydrate conversions. Yeah, yeah. But it's the way she grew up. Yeah, yeah. No. I totally understand. That's one combo I've never tried because I'm afraid I'll like it. See, it's like when people like do the big deals with, bacon and maple flavoring. It's like, to me, it's like, it is good, but I'm not going to go overboard because that's just asking for a heart attack. I mean, I've had chocolate covered maple flavored bacon. It was good. I won't do it again because I know how much I could go through. I know how much I would enjoy that. And I choose not to. Maple bacon donuts are good, but they are not superb to me. Now, what I need to do is at some point take you all to Portland, if it's still around, and take you to Voodoo Donuts, where they put like Captain Crunch on donuts and other weird combos. And I will tell you, the Fruity Pebbles glazed donut is good. You have a Voodoo here? Okay. Well, in Portland is where they started, so I didn't know they had expanded out from there. I don't know if they're as good. One in San Antonio. I just know that when I'd go down to Portland before it got way too weird. Yeah, it was a Fruity Pebbles on a glazed donut. It was so good. Like you literally sprinkle the Fruity Pebbles on the donut and then spray on the glaze so it holds on the Fruity Pebbles. Yeah. I can't show it too well, apparently, to my camera. But it's a spear set in stone in the ocean, being struck by lightning and beset by wind. Well, my oldest daughter helped me design it. But it's actually and this is going to sound really stupid. When I was in junior high, I made up my own language, like a pictographic language. Like it was little symbols that made up the language. And the spear set in stone, being beset by water, wind, and lightning, literally was the symbol, the pictogram for honor can survive all assaults. In other words, it basically means that, okay, let me put some thought into it and I'll draw you something. I'm not that kind of person. I mean, unless I do a dash sound and then be a wiener dog. That is just dumb. But is so humanity, it's not funny. But yeah, basically what that meant is that, your honor should stand firm. Honor is one of the most important things. Well, gee, Infinite, I wonder why Simply would think you would suggest that. It's not like he knows you or anything. I could say a few things, but there are certain things that even I don't say on my own stream that I would joke about in real life. He barely knows me. See, like I tried to explain before, nearly 7 years. Nice. I still use a certain amount of public face when I'm on stream. You know, and there's certain things that I would joke about in private that I damn sure won't joke about on stream. Not because it's racist, not because it's sexist, but I feel it would attract the wrong audience if it got out there, if that makes any sense. You know, and I mean, I've already had somebody breeze through trying to tell me I needed to put Family Guy, you know, in the background and like, you know, Subway Surfers. And I was just like, bruh, go to some other streamer. Don't tell me how to run my stream. Right? It's like, hey, I'm not here to occupy a 3-year-old. Go watch Coco Melon or whatever's popular now. If that's what you want, if that's what you need to be occupied. One, you're not the audience. Bluey, okay. Is the future one going to be called Cub Bluey? Great accents. Okay, I'll stop that. I won't make too much fun of it because there are some kids programming that is just good. Now, if anybody ever starts making fun of Fred Rogers, I'll throw hands. Mr. Rogers. To me, that's like making fun of Bob Ross. You can make certain jokes that are ridiculous, but otherwise, no. MCU Monday? I thought MCU was on Tuesday. I know. One time. Bro, I get it. Totally get it. Leave Bob alone. He was legit. Exactly. You know, I mean, I grew up on Bob Ross. If I was homesick, I was watching Bob Ross. Okay, yeah, that I agree. Totally worth it. Oh, what was the movie I was going to watch? Because I want to watch Hail Mary, but there was another one that I was thinking about hitting up. Another one that was just coming out. Man, I don't pay half attention as much as I used to. Nice. Yeah, see, that's my preferred way of doing it. If a movie's based on a book that I haven't read, I prefer... Right. Oh, yeah, I remember that. Yeah, well, one, PETA has no room about animal cruelty. If you research anything about PETA, they are more cruel to animals than damn slaughterhouses. Right? Like if I, you know, like I learned that all the way back when I watched Jurassic Park. I hadn't read the book yet. If you do research, the original founder of PETA basically wanted a license for animal cruelty. Like she was cruel to animals from the beginning. You know, it's one of those people that's so anti-racist, they become racist. I don't know how else to describe it. Like they just horseshoe back around. Like I'm sure that she started with the best of intentions, but then like get it stuck in your head that you just go so far that animals, you know, it's a mercy to kill them because, you know, their life is pain. What would you say, baby? You know, my cat that's passed out behind me that you can't see because I actually moved my little screen out so she's not being on camera because somehow that cat knows she's on camera. She also has a little green spot on the couch behind me if she ever feels like it. which she occasionally does. But as soon as I like sit and get a little bit more comfortable, if I'm just talking, she don't stick around. But I just realized the time. Wow, I really did manage to fill up a whole hour of just me babbling. Well, simply nice to see you in here. Hope to see more of you, but don't lose sleep over it. Because I mean, I kicked out XO earlier. Not really, but no, and that's fine. I know you have a job. I know you have things to do. I'm not going to be sitting here bitching, you know, that you don't show up, because I get it. Okay. Well, tomorrow, what time were you planning on streaming? Yeah. I probably around 5. I won't be able to watch, damn it. Ghost and I are going to be doing Hightail at 5. You have a good night, Green Jeans. Thanks for popping in. Okay. Yeah, if it's earlier than 5, I can do it. But yeah, I told Ghost we were doing, well, I mean, sorry. You know, I like to be interactive, whether it's with my own chat or when I'm chatting with somebody else. It's like even this morning on Ghost Stream, I was like, dude, I'm just waking up. I'm not sure how I feel. I probably won't be too chatty. And then I was chatty the whole fucking time. Or was that the other night? I don't remember. But I mean, it's just the way I am. I mean, it's just fun. Yet days blend together. Yeah, simply, especially when this is the social interaction I get. Like, I don't get out of the house much. On the zingers we make during movie nights. Oh, yeah. That last Sharknado was just a train wreck, man. That thing was broken. Yeah. Iron Man 2's great. I am Iron Man. Dun, dun. Oh, wait, wrong. I mean, I can watch the movies. The first Thor isn't my favorite. The second Thor, I'm not even sure if I ever watched. Don't even get me started on MCU Hulk. And we'll just go that way. They depowered him so badly. I said, don't get me started. I'll shut up. Okay, I was going to say, I've never even watched Thor 2, but I did come back for Ragnarok, which was fun, but I didn't watch Love and Thunder because that looked like a train wreck. Yeah, I really liked Ragnarok. It was a good balance. It was a lot of fun. Even if I still think how they did Planet Hulk. Okay. And I mean, right after Ragnarok, actually, I'm not even sure about the timing when they came out, but it was somewhere after Ragnarok. I know Captain America Civil War was where I was just like, okay, they just don't care anymore. They're just using names for names because they really screwed over Civil War. Dishmish. But anyway, yeah, it's 11 o'clock. I'm gonna check out for now. I will hopefully see you all tomorrow at some point between either Simply stream, Ghost and I stream, or my own stream tomorrow night where I show you how badly I draw. But I'm learning. Anyway, I hope you have fun. And I hope you had fun. Bye-bye. I'm learning. I'm not great yet.